morning. I'm delighted to share with you today why do people get sick today. And this is a common topic, but many people do not realize when they get sick, why do they get sick? And where do they find solution to get well again? So this is a very important message I would like to share. In fact, I always say health span is equal to lifespan. Then today, health problems like cancer, heart disease, kidney failures, lung cancer, and most of the degenerative diseases are so common today. And why these problems are on the rise. So this is the important message why these problems are on the rise. And we have to take action. To take action to halt the problem, and we have to give the reasons so we can find solutions. So actually, human health span is 120 years old. But most people, we are unable to reach 120 years old is because people die from diseases. And for example, why cancer is so common among children, among young people today, and cancer is not only confined to the elderly people. And another problem is heart disease, strokes, and it is so common among young people. My youngest patient who had a stroke, he was only 25 years old. So this type of pre-illness stage of health can be prevented. The first reason I want to give why people get sick today actually is about toxins. Where are the toxins come from? The toxins can come from pesticides in the crops. All these commercial pesticides, they are hidden in our crops, vegetables and fruits. And can you imagine, we are taking it on a daily basis. We are feeding ourselves with toxins every day. And what about the commercial fertilizers? Same thing. The commercial fertilizers also contains a lot of toxins. Not only that, it contaminates the soil and also deplete the nutrients in the soil. So we are heading towards malnutrition. As you know, when commercial fertilizer is being used, most of the nutrients in the crops actually is being diminished. And another problem is air pollution. Since the industrialization, you can see the air pollution is so bad today in industrial areas, in the cities, vehicles. And can you imagine all this air pollution? We're inhaling toxins daily in the air. And what about water pollution? Is another serious problem in our life today. Now, the toxins you can see, as I mentioned to you just now, about pesticides, commercial fertilizers, air pollution and water pollution. What about those toxins you don't see? The processed food. Actually, processed food not only about the colors, then what about the preservatives and the way they process? A lot of hidden toxins is in the food, and we are feeding our loved ones with all these toxins on the daily basis. And what about the hormones in our meat? You can see farmers, they want to have a good yield in their not only in the crops. What about animal farmers? Because they have to protect their animals from diseases. So not only hormones is being injected into the animals, a lot of drugs like antibiotics. And we are consuming a lot of these chemical things which is so harmful to our body. Not only the toxins I would like to mention today, we are talking about our poor eating habits. The first thing I would like to mention is we are eating too much cooked food today. Our food is lack of enzymes. We're eating too little green food. We're eating too much meat or animal proteins. We are lacking of green food, fruits and vegetables. And another important message I would like to get across is our poor eating habits. Irregular meals. You're too busy and you forget about your meals. So by the time when you think you have time to have meal, then you go for your meal, which is very bad for your digestive system. And today, our meal, you can see that each portion is so huge. When you eat too much food, it's going to burden your digestive system. And another problem is we tend to eat too fast. You don't chew the food. When you don't chew the food, then a big chunk of meat that goes into your stomach, can you imagine? How is going to be churned in your stomach with digestive juices? So with all these poor digestive meats that goes into your stomach, is going to harm our stomach and our small intestines, and later on accumulation of toxins in the big intestines. Do you know our digestive system is our second brain, and it controls our immune system. So when you are torturing your digestive system, example, you will end up with leaky gut, and that will cause a lot of problems like autoimmune disease. And then later on, you will lead to a lot of imbalance of the flora in the intestines. And all these digestive system problems will lead to a lot of health problems today. Another problem today is people are lazy to exercise. So when you don't exercise, your heart will not work hard enough to pump your circulation. So when your heart doesn't pump hard enough to improve your blood circulations, so the blood supply to the tissues and then to the organs actually is limited. This can lead to many problems like the nutrients and then the oxygen, and it cannot be reached at the right target. The toxins cannot be removed to the cellular level. Another problem is stress. When you have stress, a lot of things can happen. Your adrenal gland will be stressful, and then your blood environment will be affected, and your blood circulation will be affected, and immune system is affected. So another problem is lack of sleep. We need 8 hours sleep daily. However, you may tell me that you sleep 8 hours. However, we need to sleep at the right time. When you sleep at the wrong time, for example, you go to bed at 12 o'clock and then you get up 8 o'clock in the morning. Yes, you had 8 hours sleep. But if you don't have a proper sleep, for example, your liver, it will try to regenerate at the best time is from 1 to 3 a.m. When you don't have a proper sleep between 1 to 3 a.m., then you are not giving a chance to your liver to rest and regenerate the cells functions at the good night's sleep. Another problem is lack of water. And today, when I talk about water, is clean, clear water. Children today, youngsters today, teenagers today, what do they drink? They drink a lot of carbonated drinks. Carbonated drinks cannot be replaced with water. So our body is made of water. Water is very important because our body, about 80% is made up of water. Water is for the transportation of nutrients and then elimination of toxins. And of course, it carries oxygen to cellular level. So water is very important. However, today my topic, I focus on toxins. Why the toxins in our cells is unable to be removed on a regular basis. Now, as I've told you just now, we tend to eat a lot of acidic food. For example, what are the acidic food? White rice, white bread, and then food that contains a lot of sugar, and then the animal proteins. All these are acidic food. And on top of that, when you're stressful, then your body will tend to be more acidic. Actually, in nature, our body pH should be 7.35. However, our body has a natural balancing system. It will try to balance your body at 7.35 at all times. But we are the one who tend to make our body towards more acidic. And what happens in our body is acidic. Many things happen. And then our blood will become more sticky, more chalky, and that will lead to microcirculation blockage. And when you have a poor microcirculation blockage, you can see, number one, the oxygen cannot reach the cells. The nutrients cannot see the cells. Immune cells also cannot reach the targeted cells. And worst of all, the toxins in the cells is not be able to be removed at the cellular level. So why toxins is so harmful today? We will give an example. There are so many chemicals in our processed food, in our fruits and vegetables. Daily, every day, we are consuming toxins. And have we ever asked ourselves, you're cleaning your cells, tissues, organs, and system on a daily basis? We don't. But we are bottling ourselves with toxins every day. Now, this is dangerous because when toxins is accumulated in our body, 10 years, 15 years, and your body is acidic, you are accumulating the toxins, then that means you are leading to cells degeneration, and the cells cannot function properly. And that is the one leads to most of the degenerative disease today, when the organ is not functioning properly. For example, if your kidney is not functioning properly, you lead to kidney disease. When your pancreas is not functioning properly, then you are unable to produce enough insulin, then you lead to type 2 diabetes. And of course, poor liver functions, and so on. So how are we going to remove our toxins on the daily basis? And we know DXN is a Gado-Dama company, and it stands firm in global market for 20 years. And I am a gynotherapy for 13 years. I have been using this whole range of DXN products for 13 years. But today, I will just focus on Gado-Dama. So when you take DXN Gado-Dama, like RGNGL or Resilient powder, or there's another packaging we call Mycovita. So when you take Resilient powder, what will happen in the body? They will give you complete 4 pillars of wellness. Number one, we know Gado-Dama is one of the most alkaline food on earth. So it will balance the pH in the body. So it will make your blood less sticky. So when your blood is less sticky, then you can see the RZ will do a good job. It will improve and dissolve most of the blockage in the microcirculation. And of course, with a good blood circulation, then you can see most of the toxins can be eliminated from the cells at the cellular level. You see, there is another important point you need to understand. When your body is too acidic, there are many plant nutrients. They need, you name it, people will say it can remove toxins. But if that particular plant that cannot balance the pH, and the toxins will be reversed back to the cell. So when Gado-Dama balance the pH, make the blood less sticky, improve the blood circulation, and you know Gado-Dama contains a lot of polysaccharide. Especially the polysaccharide is the highest. It contains a lot of polysaccharide in the mycelium. And what is the function of the polysaccharide? It will strengthen the cells of the cell membrane. So once the toxins is being removed from the cells and is finding its ways from the microcirculations to your system or organs, to the liver, to the kidneys, or to your gastrointestinal tract, or even your lungs to remove the toxins. But while the toxins is slowly going out of your body, we have to make sure the toxin will not be reversed back into the cells. And that polysaccharide in mycelium plays an important role. It strengthens the membranes, and the toxins, once it come up from the cells, it cannot be reversed back into the cells. So toxins is out from the cells to the tissues, to your microcirculation, to your blood system, and of course it also goes to your lymphatic system and to most of your toxins eliminating organs like the skin, your liver, and then your kidney and your gastrointestinal tract and lungs. So eventually we are doing a detoxification on the daily basis. And this is very important. I always say prevention, we have to start at any age. But today I will focus on pregnant mothers. And today pregnant mothers, they are eating too much toxins without realizing the toxins can harm their fetus. And of course there are so many research today has confirmed the toxins, especially the heavy metals, can cause autism in the babies. So to protect the unborn child from toxins, a pregnant mother has to take RG and GL on the daily basis to prevent the toxins. Not only it will reach the baby, but we have to eliminate the toxins from the mother system, because when the toxins is being eliminated, then we protect the child from toxins. At the same time, when the mother is breastfeeding, if she's taking a lot of toxins, the toxins can pass through the breast milk, and that toxins can reach the baby. So I had a mother who was breastfeeding the child, and this mother gave me a question. She was breastfeeding the child. However, when the child was 5 months old, how come the child had asthma? So this was a good question. Not only asthma, the child also had a lot of eczema, the skin problems on the order. So I interviewed the mother. Number one, the mother during pregnancy, she did not realize she's taking a lot of toxins. Number two, during breastfeeding, she did not realize the toxins can contaminate the breast milk. And once the baby is born, you look at the mother, what did she do today? She is using a whole range of baby products. Not only that, you look at a simple baby wipes. At my time, when I had my child, how did I clean the child's buttocks? I only used clean water and cotton wool to clean my child's buttock. But today, for convenience, many mothers, they are using baby products like baby wipes. And also, they use a lot of baby cream, baby bath. And do you know, when you're using all this baby products with chemicals, toxins is accumulating in the baby on a daily basis. Not only as a baby, when the child grows up, and again, the vicious cycles is going on. We are feeding them with food, adult food, and then those food is contaminated with a lot of toxins. So this is the message I would like to get across, that remove toxins on the daily basis, especially start from the mother who is pregnant, and then of course we have to protect the baby from toxins too by giving the child some Gado Dharma, and of course throughout our life, from pregnancy, baby, to people, all walks of life, we need Gado Dharma. So this is my mission in my heart. Try to tell people, if you want to prevent degenerative diseases and also prevent the premature death, we start now teaching people to take Gado Dharma on the daily basis. And this is the mission that I would like to get across. Let us have this mission with us to save mankind. Thank you.